is a motto which has been borne by many of my ancestors, a noble motto, I serve. Those words were an inspiration to many bygone heirs to the throne when they made their knightly dedication as they came to manhood. I cannot quite do as they did, but through the inventions of science, I can do what was not possible for any of them. I can make my solemn act of dedication with a whole empire listening. I should like to make that dedication now. It is very simple. I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong.
This is BBC News. We're interrupting our schedules for the following announcement. Buckingham Palace has announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Welcome to Bro Taste This.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome to VYV Podcast, where we talk food, wine, news, and our childhood trauma. I am Luis Pablo, and joined with me today is Philip Golden Corral.
Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Juan Legend.
What's up, fuckbags?
And
What? Fuck bags.
yeah, Jesus, who invited this guy?
Come on, man.
God damn, all right.
So rude.
Way to take the air out of the room.
Just bags of
Yeah,
flesh.
you did. Yeah, exactly. And joining with us for the first time is Leo. Leo will be joining us going forward as kind of our tech/producer on the show.
Exactly. After last week's episode, we had a couple of technical visual issues, and we heard the complaints, we heard the criticism, and we took the step
Addressed
forward.
it right away.
We only want to get better.
Exactly. We went to the nearest Home Depot. We said, get in the car, and bada bing and bada boom, here we are.
Spared no expense.
Real cheap.
4-man crew right here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Anything you want to say off camera, Leo?
Hey guys, it's good to be here.
Yes, very nice, very nice.
Our Jamie couldn't have asked for anything better.
Our powerful Leo right here.
Exactly.
Powerful young Leonardo.
Gentlemen, it's been a while since I've seen you guys.
It's been a while since I've seen Luis and I've seen him. It's been a while. Come on, man.
Damn, dude, you have a
Come
voice on you.
Yeah, it's me.
That's why he was Donkey.
I was Donkey in Shrek the Musical,
Exactly.
but that's a past life. That's the reason why me and that singer, what's his name, Aaron Lewis. If you're very against the vaccine, you sing great. Don't take the vaccine. Ivermectin.
What happened to all the people who were super anti-vax?
I think they died. Natural course of order took place, I think.
Natural selection.
I think everybody just kind of stopped talking about him.
Yeah. I mean,
They're still around.
Aaron Rodgers put on a performance this weekend.
Yeah.
Seemed uninfected.
And that was a good one on JRE.
Nah, don't worry, though. He has the Bears coming up. He'll self-correct on that.
He'll be just fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Perfect.
He's the He's like the senior veteran now on the roster over there.
Yeah.
He's one of the senior
Packers,
heads of the NFL in general.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
How long
he
has
is
that
one
guy
of the
been playing
oldest
for?
players.
Yeah,
He's almost 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, how old is
Jesus.
Aaron Rodgers?
How long has he been at the Packers for?
He's going on like 14 years, 15.
Dude,
He's going on, this year was the 18th year.
Oh,
18th year.
18th year.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, dude, imagine the CT. No wonder this motherfucker is so anti-vax. Like the amount of times he's gotten hit and blitzed and just fucking laid down.
And he does get hit a lot.
Dude, he
Yeah.
gets folded.
It seems like he gets hit more than other star quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. Unless he's playing the Bears, then it's a pretty soft week for him.
So
yeah,
it's a week off.
That's a good point. It's like a bye week.
The Bears. Well, speaking of bye week,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Finish that sentence.
saw my first prostitute the other day.
Please, I want to hear more about this story.
Was it
I've been saving this for a little bit.
Was it a bi individual, or why do you say that?
Oh, well, I mean, the way most prostitutes in this economy, I would assume you have to be bi. Because, like, the way that the dollar works, if you're not taking clientele from both, Yours is, handicapping yourself.
You're
But-
leaving money on the table.
Yeah, exactly. On the night table.
Minimum, that's how you would do it.
Yeah.
Well, before I tell my tale of prostitution, I didn't get a prostitute. Let me just rephrase that
there
sentence.
Are so many questions that this is good podcasting because you're reeling the people in.
Mm-hmm.
What are you drinking over
Just
there?
like I'm trying to reel in that prostitute if I see her again. Come here, baby.
What are you drinking over there?
What are you drinking, bud?
I believe this is Peruvian rum.
You're so bad, Phil. It's called Tanduay. It's a Philippine rum. And I had never seen an Asian rum. Wanted to try it out. It tastes pretty fucking good. I would say.
Wow. Asian cane? Like sugar cane? Like
Yeah.
Asian sugar?
It was made in the Philippines, made with Asian materials. Yeah. What did you think it tasted like, Phil?
Honestly, it's got a pretty sweet taste to it.
I thought it tasted pretty smoky, though. I thought it tasted almost inky.
Aren't
Inky?
most rums
Yeah.
sweet anyway?
They-
Oh shit! My bad. I was trying to load something up.
They have some sweetness, yeah, but it's like sweet and smoky, like
Like a Memphis barbecue. Because
yeah.
there's different
yeah.
types of barbecue out there, but Memphis, it has that nice, sweet, oaky,
Yeah,
lingering
Memphis,
taste.
the Memphis one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
I've never been to Memphis.
Never been to Memphis?
You never been to Memphis?
No,
My brother.
You gotta go to Memphis.
You never been to Memphis?
I've been to Miami.
You been to Miami?
I've been there though.
Over there on spring break?
Director, producer Leo, what do you think about the rum here?
Well, for me it tastes like liquor.
Great. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Y-
That's, yep.
Does it taste sweet at all? Smoky? What would you say?
Definitely smoky.
I'm glad that we have a straight guy to with us. One that's not like as psychotic as us three.
One
Yeah.
that doesn't try to be a travel food channel host.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Gets the job done.
a real man's man. Like this
Exactly.
drink. This is a real drinks drink.
That's right.
Yeah, I would rate this, what is it? You said Filipino whiskey? That's crazy thing
Filipino
about the
rum.
Filipino. Oh, rum?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the difference to them, really,
Whiskey and rum, there's quite a lot.
Which one's
the
the one?
base ingredients are totally different.
Which one's
Yeah.
the one the pirates used to plunder?
Rum.
Rum.
Yeah, definitely rum.
So that solidifies that like there was Asian pirates.
Sure. Yeah, Phil. That's
Do you think they were like crashing their
math
ships all the
checks
time
out.
into each other?
That's terrible. Terrible comedy. Terrible. God, you're such a hack.
That's the Silk Road right there, folks.
Such a fucking hack.
That's the Silk Road, my folks.
Anyway, tell us about the prostitute you hired.
Oh, nice. Perfect. So a couple of weeks ago, I was helping my friend move, as you do. This is the moving season. A lot of the leases are coming up, so people are going to be moving out. If you're a good friend, you help out. But if you're a smart friend, you ask for free lunch. Yeah, but I hurt myself moving down a couch down the stairs. And I'm not as spriteful as I used to be, which gives me, with October coming up, gives me more motivation to do Sober October with the boys, which we'll be talking about at the end of the episode. Stay tuned for a little challenges we're going to be coming up. A little hot chip challenge, maybe, for a little punishment. But, I hurt myself doing that and been trying to recover by doing stretches and walking around more and, I've been almost at my place in Beloit for, I've been almost at my place in the VYV South studio for almost a year now. I don't really travel out more because I live in the hood. So, I don't want to be, harangued by the cops or a coyote because coyotes are a thing out there. But I went out in the morning and I took my dogs out and there she was.
What is this, Looney Tunes?
Wild coyotes out there. I mean, I may have been Looney Tunes because the way I saw her, I was like, "Auga!" My eyes were popping out. I was like, "My God, I've seen you in movies, but never in person."
I don't think I can confidently say I've seen a coyote in real life.
I was talking about a prostitute.
Oh,
When you started going Auga?
Auga.
Yeah. What was it about her that you liked that made you have that reaction?
Honestly, I think it's the fact that she looked so she needed a friend.
What?
She looked so alone and
In
needed
distress?
help. In distress. A damsel in distress, cast away by society.
only you would have that
Yeah,
reaction.
exactly.
Because I look at her and I'd be like, how many mistakes led to this? Like, how many bad decisions brought you down this road for you to be in a buttfuck town in Wisconsin, like where this is your clientele?
She could just be from here.
She's out there sharing scraps with the coyotes, man.
Again, this is your clientele. Like here, of all places.
By the Swiss Track Alley over there.
Yeah, I actually, that's actually really funny because I ran into a prostitute this weekend also.
Ooh.
So I was doing a little side shift at the restaurante. And while I was in a small office with some of my managers, one of the bartenders walked in. She goes, "This is a funny question, but a serious question. What can we do about prostitutes?" And I guess there has been a recurring visitor that'll just show up. She'll just sit at the bar and drink water and just meet different guys every night.
Every night?
Like, well, I'm guessing like weekends for sure.
Yeah.
Like that's her spot. Like
she's
that's
out
her
there
guys.
hustling, bustling.
Yeah, she's out there trying to make $1, man. And to be honest, I kind of respect the grind. Like she's out there like promoting herself, like meeting guys, and hey, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's become such a reoccurring thing where like the workers are like, "So is she like with us now, or like what are we doing?"
Do we have to tip her out at the end of the night?
Is she gonna be into meetings?
Yeah. I'm sorry, what?
I said, is she gonna be coming to meetings?
Well, she'd be coming somewhere else if you know what I mean. For the right dollar. Shit.
She better pitch in for the holiday party. That's all I know.
See, but I feel like that type of like if my prostitute were to be in your like in that establishment, they would kick her out.
That's how bad she looked?
Yeah.
She like ran over?
See, there's two types of prostitutes. See,
Her makeup
folks,
was looking like the Joker.
this is a perfect dichotomy of like life.
Yeah.
Even if you're in a bad situation, you can make the most of that bad situation. Don't just be a prostitute
look
in
at
the
you.
bad hood. Be a prostitute
Such
in
an
the
asshole.
good place. You got to go to where the real clientele is. If you're gonna sell yourself with everything. Everything.
God damn. Isn't that the American dream? Isn't that the American dream?
Know your self-worth, folks.
That's what the new national anthem should be.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what one of the two oldest traditions of commission goods or like
Labor?
labor, yeah,
Mhm.
is prostitution and cooking.
Damn right.
If you could, honestly, we could say that we're prostitutes ourselves.
I mean, yeah,
No,
you're selling your
it's
body.
quiet.
Folks, we'll be right back.
You're selling your body in some ways, I guess.
That kind of leads me into my something I want to talk about is this weekend. I ran into one of the guys who inspired me to pursue not just cooking, but just like made me look at cooking in a different way. And that was a chef that I worked with a long time ago.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah, I worked with him when I was 16 up until I was 21. Like I just met him and just like continued working him throughout the years, and he was only like 21 or 22 when he met me. So met with him after 6 years of not seeing him, and he came back and was like, "Yo, let's go to the restaurant we started working at and have a dinner and go out." And it was sick to like just see like how our lives have gone such a different path. But like,
Especially when he like met you when 16.
dude, I was a child when he met me. Like I was a literal child. And then when I left, he was must have been like late 20s, so 28, and I was only 21, and like we had started to become better friends and really got to know each other. But yeah, he like texted me a couple months ago. He goes, "Oh, are you still like around the area? Like I'd love to get dinner and catch up." And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, man."
What was it about working with him that like gave you
He was just a cool
so much
dude.
love for it?
He was just a cool dude. Like he was really talented and like threw down, and like wasn't the kind of guy that was a chef and like an asshole about it. Like made like I'm the chef. You don't fucking yet talk to me like that. Like he was just a really cool, down to earth guy, and I feel like having that mantra of a chef to like look up to and be like, oh, you can be in the kitchen and not be a piece of shit. Like it wasn't the opposite of like when you're in the kitchen, be like, I'm fucking terrified to talk to the chef. Like, don't get me wrong. When you fuck up, it's always embarrassing to go back there and be like, it's actually a ribeye, not a strip that I need. And
Yeah.
then you have that. I mean, that's always going to be uncomfortable. But like,
Some of them abuse their power. They're like, get to it, and like get the plates prepared, and then the tickets. Why isn't this off the thing? And then
Right.
it's just yelling about any little inconvenience.
yeah, he was a real lead by example guy.
Yeah.
It was cool, just seeing that different aspect of it. And wanted to ask you guys, who in your guys' life has been like a good role model, leader that got you guys into food?
You want to go
Food
first?
wise, I mean, I guess like
Yeah.
I really, this is gonna sound like dumb, but my parents, I guess, because like my
That's
father
not dumb.
has had like different types of restaurant, and like our childhood, our household wasn't always the most reasonable as I am now. So there were quite a bit of commotion and chaos. But the times that were peaceful was when food was around. People gathered to food, and that's like a one observation that I noticed when I was a young warthog.
Me
When
helping you
he
at your
was a young warthog.
When I helped you at your restaurant was like the most familial I've ever seen you guys.
Yeah. See? Yeah.
Like it was.
And most of the times they're like, rah, rah, rah,
Yeah. Most
move
of the
your
time,
car, I'll move my car.
Gino's like, why don't you do this like this? And like, yeah, just asking you why you don't do things differently than the way you did them.
Oh yeah, he's yeah. I mean, so that's got to be one of my early memories. Just the fact that my parents would do it so much, and like seeing the reaction that people would get.
Yeah.
So, as I got older, I would want to emulate that again with my friends and bring them together and like, haha. Like I have a very maitre d' persona about myself. I'm like, you're enjoying the food, folks? Oh my god, everything's falling apart.
Relax.
Free dinner coupons for me. Sorry, folks. I'll be right back. Enjoy your meal. I'll be try the clam chowder. See, I was born to be a maitre d'.
All right, beautiful.
I don't even got to be at a restaurant. Put me at a hot dog stand. I'll be walking around like, you enjoying your hot dog? Need more relish?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just kicked the fuck out of the camera.
See, this is the most fun. This is why we have Leo.
Yeah, this is
A young, powerful Leo right here.
exactly.
Oh well, my food interest. I would say that my food interest kind of came like, I've always had it as early as I remember. Like some of the earliest memories I have are from like childhood, being by a little like stone comal in Mexico, where our grandma, me and Leo's grandma, would make tortillas and like make the masa ball into a little burrito shape and stuff it with just little pinches of salt. And you would just eat it with limon, and it would be like the best fucking snack in the world. And like that's one of the
fresh fucking tortilla.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, she called it her like the burritos, and I just remember like ever since I was young, like I've always had like something like that around. One of the like my earliest memories as well as like a childhood, I had to cook a lot for myself and figure out dinner. So like I figured out like every fucking way to like cook a fucking egg since I was a little kid, and I remember all my Mexican family thought it was weird that I would I would ask for my eggs like sunny side up, even though I was like 6, and none of them had ever introduced me to it. I was just at home fucking figuring that shit out. And like I would definitely say that though. But if I had any mentors in the cooking industry, or just like service industry, I would definitely say it was my mentor who first trained me at Baker House, who's maybe I won't say their name, but is just like this pro bartender who I believe was trained by Bitter Cube, the bitters company, and it's supposedly like a really intensive like bartending program. Like it's it's like it goes to bat with like the best of them, and I got trained by that guy. And he just always gave me like all these guidelines to follow to build like a decent cocktail out of any ingredients, basically. And ever since then, it's like given me an outlet in which I can kind of express that like chefy instinct or like creation tick or bite that we all may experience once in a while. And it's been really fun. Like
because when I first really got to know you, you were already like behind the bar. Like back at our GI days.
Yeah.
And like Anthony really got me into wine, and I would say you probably really got me into liquor, just because like we had so much freedom there working, and just like messing around with cocktails, and we were just able to like whip something up for like the special of the day, and we would sell none of them, but like we got to try like 5 different cocktails just because we could.
Yeah.
So that was really fun.
Yeah, and it's always cool when workplaces like that give you some freedom.
Yeah, just be like sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
How's that?
We're gonna do a little bit of maneuvering right here and how's it going, everybody? I'm gonna edit this out and be like,
When
How's
I
that?
was a young warthog.
How's that, bud?
when he was a
All right.
young warthog.
Oh, but yeah, guys, that's definitely how I think it's really beautiful that all of us have really like cool stories
Yeah.
like that.
No, it's and then have not seen him for a while. I fucking tied one on that night. Like I have no idea how I got so drunk that night.
Damn.
But like I genuinely don't know how I got so drunk.
I feel like you've been saying that a lot lately.
No, but like the most recent times was like the night got carried away from me. I feel like this time I was having like casual cocktails, and then once I got home, I'm like, how the fuck did like
3 p.m. turned to 9 p.m. You're like, what the?
yeah,
fuck?
because the idea was like, yeah, we'll go for dinner, have a bottle of wine, have some drinks, like keep it light, and then afterwards we'll go to a bar, have a cocktail or two, and like I was planning on staying out and having fun, but just like how fucking viciously drunk I got, I just have no idea how. Which I ended up seeing your wife and her sisters while I was out, and I hope I was like cool.
Your
Yeah,
wife.
I mean, they said you were cool.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like I was that drunk
yeah,
that I don't
you got me
remember.
wondering. I was like, yeah, they said you were cool. Yeah.
This is pretty fine, but he kept trying to go in the wrong way of the bathroom.
He calling himself non-binary. Yeah, which is why
He
after
kept shouting, "I work at Starbucks. I work at Starbucks."
this is my freedom.
I am a barista.
Gender's a restriction on my culture. Dude, yeah, like you said, it's been a couple of weekends now where it's like starting with your bachelor party since, what was that, July?
Yeah.
So starting since your bachelor party, it's been like every other week or like
You've been going on a few benders.
benders.
Yeah.
So
Like that time we hung out. How many hours was that? It was almost like fucking 12 hours that we were out drinking.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, we started at like 7.
for no reason. For
started
no
at 7,
reason.
ended at like 6.
We went
in the morning.
to dinner at 7 p.m.
You guys had a double date going on, right?
We
Yeah.
did. But again, like that night it got carried away. Like we like one drink became 20. And,
That's right.
And then like this most recent night, I was just like, what the fuck happened? Like what am I doing?
What the hell?
And not that I have like a problem or anything, but after so many weekends in a row, I'm just like, you know what? I kind of need to like
Chill a little bit.
So I'm going 90 days sober, discipline.
You're doing 30 days on top of the October?
90. How many days do you think are in October?
31?
60 more.
There's 60 more.
What?
I'm doing 90 days.
Oh, you're doing 6. You're in 6. What?
Basically until the end of the year, right?
Wow.
Basically,
I see what you mean now.
It'll put me at like December 10th. But I think I'm just going to continue all the way to the end of the year.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is not that much. It's like 3.5 months. I'll be fine. Because there were periods previously like where I would take like 6 months just not doing anything, like just because I like the discipline. And I just haven't been disciplined. And I got, I'm getting carried away.
Yeah, true. I'm just worried that I'm going to get carried away. If you stop drinking, I'm going to start drinking more and drinking more.
Why would
And
that?
I'm going to look at you and be like, you think you're better than us?
So you're projector actor? You're projecting how you think I'm thinking about you? No, I don't have a problem with anyone drinking. I hate taking care of drunk
Well, he
people.
thinks you're better than he thinks he's better than you.
No. Let me get a little bit more Coke Zero on me. I'm going to show
No,
you.
I
true
never
wild
have
man.
a problem with people drinking. I get annoyed when people can't handle them being drunk.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like anybody, right? Like, who doesn't hate that? I will say, producer in the room, I've seen him drink, and you drink like a fucking animal. Like, just the amount of volume, and you will be fine. Like, the last time we went out for the wedding.
He's talking about Leo, everybody.
I'm talking
He's talking about Leonardo.
For everybody who's not in the room.
Yeah.
Our super
For anybody who's
producer.
not listening, our super producer, Leo, just the last time we got drunk, I'm just like, how is this guy fine?
Dude, and then you put on the narco corridos and he finds like a third wind.
Yeah. He's like, yo, 5 Coronas just for me. But yeah, no, I mean, I want to just get a little bit more.
I wanted to ask you
discipline.
guys, since we're all talking about food and industry and service and stuff, I was having a chat with a coworker not too long ago, and we had like basically come to the conclusion that 99% of chefs are giant assholes. Why do you guys think that is?
Well, from the sounds of it, you two found like the right ones. You know what I did notice about chefs? That they tend to find like them young. Like you hear the common thing of like the chefs are like the rock stars of the kitchen.
Yeah.
They're the party guys because they close the kitchen down and all that stuff. So right, but then you hear like the tales of like the underage and set, not even essential, but like underage dating. You know, like a young hostess, and then like the cook is texting her. You know. Is that a cliche or is that just something I think about in my head?
I think that's something that you.
I said something I project onto chefs.
You know
I'm
what?
like, you fucking pedophile.
I don't think you're 100% wrong. You're not right by any means. You're not remotely right, but you're not 100%.
Yeah, like Alex Jones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's right half the time.
If you swing 100 times, you're bound to hit the baseball ones.
Sounds like my relationships.
I guess going back to your question, I think overall it's that that power, that illusion of like this restaurant would not be open if I weren't here, and all that responsibility gets to your head. It's kind of like most positions that are like that, you know, like police officers or like, you know, people who have
Supervisor at the factory.
Yeah, supervisor at the like people who are like middle management.
Yeah.
It can either be like they're really cool or they're the absolute fucking worst because they have people that they're reporting to, and then 100 people are reporting to them. So I think it's just like the responsibility in their head gets carried away, and I also think like all that stress builds up, and overall it's difficult for them to handle it. The hours are dog shit, right? They're coming in at like 11, leaving at 11, right?
Working most holidays,
working most weekends. And then I think people like Gordon Ramsay have made it kind of sexy to be a piece of shit, when in reality Gordon Ramsay would have been a piece of shit no matter what he had done, and he just got into being a cooking persona. But you look at a lot of like cooking people, not all of them are shitty, especially like their online personalities.
Yeah, like Bobby Flay, sweetheart, down in the earth, salt.
What about you, Leo? What did you think? Why do chefs tend to be assholes? Since, you know, you probably have the most kitchen experience out of any of us.
Honestly, I think
You can hold the mic if you want.
yeah, well, for me, in my opinion, I think it's just like the stress. Because, like, I don't know, a lot of the chefs will just be like, they're like in the kitchen doing like all this, like doing on the line, like yelling at everyone. But they'll go back and then like try to figure out menus and stuff, and they all timed and everything. Like they have to have a menu by a specific date. They have to have like the schedule by a specific date. And then if somebody doesn't show up, they have to hop back on the line and be there like the whole day. I think they just get stressed out. But if there's like somebody that knows how to handle it, I've noticed that like both chefs that I've worked with, honestly, have been fine people. So I don't really know them, but it's just been like cooks that sometimes get like annoying. Because it's like being on the line all day, people just get irritated and start taking that on like the wrong people. Like, they just gotta relax. I guess I would say that.
Have both of the chefs you worked with? I know one of them. But who was the second one?
Well, where I work right now, I'm like...
Oh, okay, yeah. No, okay.
Not a lot of people have met him, but yeah, he's like cool. He's like more relaxed. And, like,
There's one thing we can all agree on chefs, though. I mean, consecutively in this room, is that if you're a breakfast chef, you don't mean shit. You don't have a right to go out there and be like, my fucking eggs are burnt, goddammit. Like, get the French toast flipping. You know, you're making breakfast.
Disagree. I disagree. I think it's way more stressful.
For breakfast,
disagree.
Man?
I think it's 100 times more stressful.
You crack a couple of eggs and make an omelet?
100 times more stressful, but I think like just as much stress as like a dinner chef, because it's so fucking fast paced. And like if breakfast takes more than 15-20 minutes, you're like, where the fuck are my eggs?
Yeah. You don't expect to wait 30 minutes for breakfast.
Yeah.
For the most part. And also there's a lot of other places that do like breakfast that's better than your standard like a Denny's Grand Slam. You know, like I'm just saying, like
moons over
like
my head.
that becomes the standard. Like eggs, 2 pancakes or toast or like something like that. There are places that do that shit better than that. You know, like I don't know. At least get some fucking biscuits and gravy. You know, like at least add some culture in there. You know,
some grits.
Yeah, some shrimp and grits.
I also think the personality will affect the way they think about their talent. I think there's a lot of talentless people that work in the kitchen who call themselves chefs who don't have the means to back it up.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it's almost like they're making up for it.
Okay.
Like with their with their shitty personality.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. They don't have the talent, so they have to like inflate.
Compensate it for something.
They're like ego and like build up their own.
Inflate the image.
Exactly. Yeah.
More sizzle, less steak.
No,
That's a good pun for this conversation.
more sizzle, less steak.
Too much fat in that piece of bone. There we go.
Beautiful.
There we go. Back to burping on the mic. I love that. That was a good burp.
I'm gonna fucking put a sticker on that with your name, and no one else touches it.
That was a hearty burp.
We have guests on. We have people on. Nobody should be touching that except you.
Especially after the Queen's death.
Dude, R.I.P. that old bag of shit.
Yeah, that fucking.
I could not give a fuck less.
I was so surprised of the division that caused, like in social media. Like,
what division?
God. Well, I mean, if you look at the the right wing people, they're like, can you believe that people are disrespecting the Queen in her time of need and like her time of mourning and all that
Why
stuff?
wasn't that your reaction? That's your neighborhood.
That's an old hag.
So?
Can I not say that? Old hag?
You can say whatever you want.
Hell yeah.
I literally could not give a shit less. If anything, 96 was 55 too many.
After she passed away, there were a bunch of like young photos of like, oh, remember what was her name?
Remembering Elizabeth.
Yeah, and like she took the reign in 1948. Bro, have you seen pictures of her when she was first queen or whatever?
No, I didn't.
Stunning. Oh my god. Like for being a 40s lady.
Is she hot? Can you look her up?
She had curves. Bro, this just got out of a Great Depression. Come on, man. Bro, that's a fine queen.
You should have Leo.
Regal lady. Regal.
Regal.
This is the youngest picture of the queen I could find, I guess.
Regal.
Hey, somebody pass Leo my phone. Go through my. Oh, that's the one. I was gonna say.
She was looking pretty.
I was gonna go through my photos. You'll find.
But I feel like most girls kind of any girl in front of a camera.
But brother, that was
looking like
1948.
It says this was taken before she killed Princess Diana.
That's before the stress got to her. I'm trying to find this Irish soccer game. The news broke that she had passed away.
Everybody started cheering.
Lizzie's in a casket. Lizzie's in a casket.
They started chanting "Lizzie's in a box."
Oh!
The entire stadium started chanting "Lizzie's in a box, Lizzie's in a box," and dude, those fans and that team deserves to be medaled immediately.
I love Irish.
They deserve to win the league immediately.
That's one thing that's nice about like European fans. Like they
take this shit seriously.
Mm-hmm. I don't see like any American fans like telling like, Joe. Well, I guess maybe. Let's go, Brandon.
I don't see American fans practicing gang warfare for their fucking soccer teams. We should escalate it. God, you guys think you're real fans? You fucking pussies.
What kind of casual shit are you guys into?
Yeah, go rep the Detroit Lions.
This guy's always talking shit about Antifa. Mm-hmm. He won't even jump anybody for his favorite football team. Fucking pussy.
You coward.
Beat somebody up for the.
You want the Bears to win or not?
Yeah.
The Miami Dolphins.
Put your fucking ski mask on and go tackle a homeless person.
Do you want to prove you hate gypsies?
All right. Do you want Rodgers to get his third ring or not? The fuck?
His third ivermectin ring?
Dude, I think American sports are really pussy in that way.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough like real hatred and violence.
You're right. I don't think there's enough like professional sports teams affiliated with fascism. Like there is in soccer.
I completely agree. I genuinely hate people who support teams that aren't Arsenal. Like today I met a couple and they were like, "Oh, I support this team." And I was like,
fucking hate.
Yeah. And when you meet someone who supports like for you, like if you meet someone who supports the Packers, you're like, "Oh, I can see why."
I better not see you in a dark alley, bitches.
No, but I'm generally like, I fucking hate you immediately. Like that tells you what kind of person you are. That tells you what your morals are in life. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to associate myself with you.
Were they fans of Hotspurs?
I hope that no, they're worse. Man United.
Oh, okay.
If you're a fan of Man United,
the Death Star,
I have no fucking respect for you as a person.
I'm all about the Bundesliga.
Who are they funded by?
Man United?
Yeah. Is that the Saudi oil
That's the
money?
Glazers. No, you're thinking about Newcastle United.
Okay, Newcastle.
Newcastle recently got bought by Saudi money. And
I mean, who's not getting Saudi money right now?
bro, just fucking
You guys,
accept it.
you guys don't have that credit card from MVS?
I wish I did.
We're still waiting for our sponsorship from the.
Dude, I'm practicing my golf so I get invited to the live tour.
You know what? Maybe we should have 4 wives.
I'm trying to get that pro contract, man. I'm trying to get out there.
Get that sweet Prince Mohammed.
Dude, golf
bin
is
Hassan.
hard. Have you guys tried golfing?
No, I want to go. I've been getting the itch.
Dude, it is so difficult.
Nah, I can't be that hard.
Bro.
You seem like you would be bad at aiming sports.
I'm really good at bukakis. But what I'm saying is, it's really difficult to just hit the golf ball. Like, especially the first time you get a driver.
Yeah.
We went to this place in...
Top Golf? Or what?
No, not Top Golf. We went to this
Top
place
Gun?
that had like a driving range, and then had they had a couple other shit. They had 3 miniature golf courses. Like, it was a big ass golfing place. But so we go to the drive range, and both the Viance and I were like, we're gonna whack these fucking things out of here. Like, they're gonna need to build a bigger fence. And dude, I couldn't hit maybe 20 balls. Like, they just shanked everywhere. Like, I was hitting the fucking ground, like sending it everywhere, but to where I was trying to. And I'm like, this is way harder than I expected. Like, this is way more difficult. This is so much more skill based.
And time consuming, because if you miss the first 2, you're like, God, because now you're holding
Ruins
up,
your whole fucking
Yeah.
game.
you're holding up your friends and people trying to get on the course too. You're
Yeah.
like, hey, you know,
If you're playing miniature golf, who the fuck cares? You know, like, go around. It's
Yeah.
not that serious.
I'm trying to get
you-
drunk.
You're keeping scorecard on your first date. That's so cute. Like, go fuck yourself. You know, get a fucking Bloody Mary at the bar. Go around us. Go do whatever the fuck you want to do over there. And then if you want to come back to this hole, come back to this hole.
Hey, you're not
All
that
right.
guy. Okay.
Is there a personal story there, Luis? Is there something happen?
No, but anytime you, like he said, you're at a miniature golf course,
Yeah.
and then there's like the dad with his pencil behind the ear, and they're like, they're just looking at you.
It's
Yeah.
just a group of dads.
So,
You ever got on a miniature golf date?
Dude, I love miniature golf.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we're spoiled in Wisconsin, specifically Wisconsin Dells. Have you ever been around the downtown Dells area? That like giant with the Pirate Cove. There's like 3 courses, I think, or I know there's at least 2 courses there.
Is there a course on the pirate ship? Because that'd be so badass.
There is a course on a pirate ship.
Damn.
Dude, there's miniature golf everywhere
Yeah.
in Wisconsin. I feel like that's really underrated. How much golf we have up here?
That's a good point. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Miniature golf and bowling.
and a lot of
alleys.
people come to Lake Geneva for the golf too.
There's a couple of places in Lake Geneva that are like nation certified.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, some of the
Mm-hmm.
the people I talk to, like just from working there, will sometimes like are golfers who say, yeah, we come here for the golf. Like this place is really highly rated, this and that. Like,
Like, it's always kept well clean.
yeah,
Mhm.
Because we got the best beaners here, man. What can I say?
honestly,
Exactly.
there's something to that. Honestly.
It's that brown excellence.
Bro, they're from Guanajuato.
Exactly, bro. They're hard
Not
working.
not some trash state like Guerrero.
Guerrero.
I'm not gonna trash
Just
any
kidding,
Mexican
just
states.
kidding, just fucking around, yo, just fucking around.
There goes our
Just fucking
clientele.
around, my buddy over here.
Lake
Yeah,
Geneva's
man.
got the best golf courses and the best prostitutes from the sounds of it. High class prostitutes.
You would know about the prostitutes. Tell us about them.
Well, I haven't seen any
Have
in
you
Lake
gotten a
Geneva.
prostitute yet?
Is
no,
it
not yet.
is it
I'm
like
waiting until
your
I'm 30.
Is it like your favorite token adaptation and a very diverse group? Or is it like old token and only like 1 or 2 like archetypes?
What are you talking about? For the prostitutes?
I'm
prostitutes.
so confused right now.
yeah,
talking about the prostitutes.
What about tokens and stuff? Like how we pay them?
No, I'm saying, is it like the new Lord of the Rings? Like a diverse cast of prostitutes? Or is it like old Lord of the Rings?
Do you have a racist dick? Is what he's wondering.
That is what I'm wondering.
Oh, I thought you were saying is the prostitution.
No, he prefers the most diverse. Like,
I feel like you would.
You know, from my previous lovers, I'm a pretty diverse feller. You know,
yeah.
actually,
I respect
Yeah,
that.
he is.
I respect that, man.
He
I
is.
think you should be a diverse lover.
That's why I'm so cultured. That's why I love cheese. That's why I go 10 miles over the speed limit. I'm always late.
Dude, what's the highest you guys have gone over the speed limit?
Probably like I've done 100. Yeah.
Well, I got ticketed
100 over the speed limit?
I like
100 total. So
100
you got
miles
like
per hour.
maybe
I was
like
gonna say,
40 miles
what
over the speed
the
limit.
yeah. So like do the math there. That can be 30. That can be 40.
No, but that's my question. Like, what's the
That's it for me.
Dude,
so
I
30
was
or 40.
zooming the other day. I was going like 50 to 60 over the speed limit.
Damn.
120.
I was going like 110, yeah.
Why?
Flying, just because I could.
I got ticketed
That's
for
a
going
lie.
over
No,
for
it's
going
not a
25
That's
miles
a
over.
lie.
I was just going.
I don't buy that.
I get
Were
carried
you
away in the
late?
morning. No.
Were you going to work?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Mhm.
That's
It's
fine.
just fun to, you just let your foot hit the gas and you're like, I wonder
Yeah.
how far I can push this. And you just see a straightaway,
How long did you do that for?
like 10 seconds. Just like,
Yeah.
and you just see like fuck, dude, I felt like I was in Too Fast and Furious.
Bro, you were full Ryan Gosling right there. You're
Dude, I
like,
was Ryan Gosling.
you had that white glove on. You're like, okay.
Dude, I am Ryan Gosling.
Dude, for me, it was on my way to Lexington, and I did 100 for like 30 minutes to see how much it would.
30
Yeah,
minutes?
because low key, one of the attendants in Kentucky told us that they can't stop you for speeding in Kentucky, like that the Supreme Court recently ruled that or some shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Can you check that, please?
No, I swear to God,
You can't get what?
Yeah, that the
That
Supreme
is such
Court.
a load of nonsense.
I'm sorry, you live in America. You don't. You don't. They poison your fucking water. You right?
Wake up.
Yeah,
In
honestly.
Illinois
Kentucky.
just passed a law where you can't get fucking arrested for 2 days. So
See,
maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Maybe Kentucky's pretty liberal too.
no, they're like this is a libertarian position.
But that just
The
seems-
libertarian, the conservatives were the one that argued this.
What? Argue what?
It was like the Kentucky like far right Supreme Court that like argued that the police don't have the constitutional right to stop you for speeding.
Well, they don't.
the constitutional right.
What do you want me to say, Leo? Do we have any results?
Well, the only thing it says like they'll give you speeding tickets for reckless driving.
But
Not like speeding tickets, but for reckless driving, they will pull you over.
Is there anything about the Supreme Court in Kentucky and that?
Another thing I found is your license will be suspended immediately for just one violation of speeding 26 miles per hour over the speed limit.
So you're wrong.
That makes
Hey.
sense.
So you're wrong.
All right. Well, what still happens? So.
The
And
total,
all I was gonna say is it didn't even shave off that much time. Shaved off like 5 minutes. So
Yeah,
I'm saying it's
speeding
not that
is-
worth it.
Dude, I know somebody that went like 55 over the speed limit. They were going 120 in a 70, and I was like, for like a mile stretch, for just to go home. Like, what? And just obviously got the fattest fucking ticket. Got pulled over. Got like a bunch of points.
Almost had it taken away.
Dude, exactly. You're like, why do you need to go that fast?
bro, if he didn't get pulled over, he would have gone Back to the Future with you. You'd have been like, what the fuck? The fuck? I'm just trying to get home.
Speeding is kind of nice though.
You end up back in the 80s.
Speaking of other children's movies like Back to the Future,
You might have been kind of right.
see you
Oh.
fuckers.
Oh wow.
But
It got
wait,
overthrown again?
So like back in 2020.
wait, put the mic, but give him the mic.
From what I can see here is like back in 2020, a Louisville judge ruled that the Kentucky speeding laws were unconstitutional, but the Kentucky Supreme Court overthrew it and said that they can pull you over for speeding.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So it looks like.
So you and your right-wing propaganda are wrong again.
You and your Alex Jones bullshit.
Hey, well, it worked while I was there, so I just needed that little bit of like that permission from God.
You were in
know?
Kentucky. They were smoking a cigarette, having a whiskey, and they're like,
We were having a whiskey while walking around town, so like.
the toll attendant probably
No, I
wanted
mean,
you to
like,
get pulled
All I'm
over.
saying is maybe they know how to do it. Like
The
maybe we
police
could learn from
officers.
them.
the police officer was just like, let him. I don't fucking care. Children's movies, they're a topic of contention,
Yeah.
especially when they're cast differently than when I grew up on them. D23 happened recently, which is Disney's big expo that they do, where they present trailers and show off all the stuff they've been working on, including video games and other stuff. And The Little Mermaid is getting a remake, a live-action remake. And people are upset because The Little Mermaid is black.
What? Are
Phil,
you,
tell us how you feel.
actually serious?
100%.
Tell us how you feel, Phil.
Is this like based on like the pirates of the like Caribbean or like I don't get it.
What
Yeah,
would
like
that have to
your
do with the other?
cousins.
What kind? Well, I mean, I guess like in the original they were like British mermaids, weren't they? Wasn't the guy's name John or some bullshit?
You're talking
That shit
about
fall-
like Pirates of the Caribbean?
Talking about the Little Mermaid.
Oh, John was the handsome guy who rescued her from the deep prison that is the ocean.
From Ursula.
Yes.
So is Ursula going to be white then? If the mermaid's black? Is Ursula Karen?
Ursula's going to be non-binary pan. And
Non-bi-
each tentacle is a different sex that she can pick.
There we go. I like that.
How
Yeah.
many tentacles are there?
On an octopus?
Well, on Ursula, I would assume that she has more than
That is a
8.
great
Bro,
question.
you've never seen The Little Mermaid?
I mean, I haven't seen this new one. I would assume you haven't
You
either.
know, in the old one, on the VHS cover, there's a picture of a dick in the kingdom. If you look at like the background, you can look this up on Google too.
Oh, we know.
This is a little penis. Just
One of the
Bes-
towers looks like a penis.
Yo, beside that, I don't know if this is true or bullshit, left-wing propaganda, as Phil would say.
oh Jesus!
But I had read that The Little Mermaid was originally like a coming out story by a gay author. It was an allegory for that.
Maybe a lesbian Arthur.
So, like, if Leo could run that, like, by a quick fact check.
like the original story.
The
of
original,
Little
like,
Mermaid.
most Disney tales are have some dark origin, like Pinocchio. Like, they're all some, like, Grimm's brothers shit, right?
The Brothers Grimm.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
just
all
been,
that
like,
shit.
made cute with a certain art style. And, like, supposedly that was the origin story
So
for...
many of those like actual stories are so dark. Like the Cinderella story, I'll always remember the original version of it because the stepsisters wanted the shoe to fit so badly. They were shaving off their feet in order for it to fit. Like each one of them has like such a fucked up story. Like Shrek is like a man-eating ogre, and yeah, just
Yeah,
you
yeah.
wanted to say
You didn't know
something.
that was real?
No, I didn't. No, yeah, I just remember the same thing about Shrek. That was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
I heard it had something to do with like some sort of like Jewish religion story, to be like specific as well.
You should have seen Phil's eyes light up. He's
Yeah.
like,
Phil,
a Reddit,
Phil's over
a
here like,
Reddit
they
wormhole?
made me do that.
a Reddit wormhole I can go down.
The elite cabal was at it again.
That is really funny.
But like, I mean, so if it is a coming out story, that makes sense. Though, if you look at the dark origin stories, right? The Beauty and the Beast, Gaston and like his like servant, it's like clearly they're gay, right? No one sings like Gaston. No one strong like Gaston. My God, look and put in baby oil on Gaston.
They made a character in the most recent live action Beauty and the Beast. They made a character gay in that movie.
Yeah, but isn't he originally gay?
Not Gaston, but like Gaston's little
Yeah.
pet boy.
He's like petting him and like
Yeah.
touching his triceps and like, wow, you're so big and strong, Gaston.
Dude, and it's like such a small scene in the movie where you're like, oh, that character is gay. Same with like the recent Lightyear movie. There was like a 5-second clip that you wouldn't even notice, but like one of the characters is gay, and you're like,
What?
yeah.
Wait. Like, guy gay or girl gay?
That actually
Does
brings
it
me to
matter?
my question, guys, that I
Well,
had
if-
about
if-
this.
if my little child's watching it, you knows.
Should adults without children shut the fuck up about these movies?
I think adults in general should shut the fuck up in general.
Mm-hmm. that's fair.
Regardless of kids. I think some of us, because I listen to every single podcast that we record just to like criticize it and try to improve. I think most of the stuff that we say, I'm like, we didn't need to say all that. Could have been a 5-minute podcast that week.
Good. Yep. And,
Yeah,
we
all
were right.
Beautiful.
I think
we need to keep the Little Mermaid white and just not question anything, like Luis is saying. We just go on with the program. We don't even criticize anything. We just keep everything traditional the way it is. Is that where you were going with it?
when other people eat, I don't shit.
What he said.
You know what I mean? So like, what does it matter if the Little Mermaid is black? What does it matter if a character in the new Lord of the Rings is black? What does it matter if two characters in the movie Lightyear, which is a fake story about a toy which was inspired by a movie, and that's what Lightyear is. So even that doesn't make any sense. And you're going to be upset about two women walking into a room together and then the door closes behind them? That's what we're upset about?
Oh, two women?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay. All right, I'll let my kid watch that.
He wasn't gonna let him otherwise.
Yeah. Who the fuck cares? Why, like, so much noise gets thrown out and onto Facebook, fucking Reddit posts and all this shit, and it's like, who the fuck cares?
Rant over.
I think the only thing that needs to be done is just quit rebooting stuff. Just make a new original design character for somebody.
Original stuff is coming out.
That's
but
right.
It's coming out alongside. I would like to actually hear your opinion before we move on from the subject. What do you think about adults complaining about movies and stuff in general?
I don't think you could have surmised that better. Like, shut the fuck up.
But aren't you the one criticizing it right now, though?
No, I just brought it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't criticize it. But also, I seem, specifically towards you, Luis, I seem to remember you bringing up that like Bad Bunny or some other person was gonna play like a new Latino or Mexican superhero.
Yeah,
Bad
And then
Bunny.
you were like
with Marvel.
you were like talking about how cool that was, but like you can't put yourself in like the shoes of other people right now, and while you're like basically disparaging what other people were doing when you were doing that in the moment a few weeks ago.
See, that's the thing that's authentic
And
about
also-
me. I'm
and
always
confused on
dispersion against Mexicans.
I'm confused on the point you're making.
I mean, I just think it's interesting that like you're over here like disparaging people who are like criticizing or like just like telling everybody to shut the fuck up about it like now, but like you had an opinion about a very similar circumstance a few weeks ago.
But if
You were
you,
very much pro it rather than like staying neutral like you are now.
I wouldn't even say you were pro it. I just think you made a comment about like, yeah, there's a Mexican superhero as opposed to like, finally there's a Mexican superhero.
Yeah, but
Arriba, you know.
yeah, no,
Was that bad? You should have not done the arriba.
No, you really cemented it.
I got my point across there.
but specifically though, yeah, like for the most part, this stuff isn't meant for us. Like.
No,
This stuff is literally meant for kids, and if they don't like it, they won't watch it,
Yeah.
and they won't remember it, and it won't get talked about, and everybody will like quickly forget that those movies were even made.
I mean, look at Princess and the Frog. That's an original like African American Black Cajun story, right? It's got its own heroine, it's got its own antagonist. You don't gotta like go back into like Matilda.
Yeah,
We don't gotta make Matilda,
that's why comic book superhero movies are lame.
Polynesian.
Yeah,
Why is that?
because they're not original.
Oh, because they're based off of the comic books?
Yeah, well, like they're always like the same formula. Oh, good guy wins. Like there's no
Yeah.
suspense to it.
They follow a
It's just
format.
episode after episode of the good guy wins.
There's
Unless it's like a edgelordy dark superhero like Batman.
Most of
or
the time,
something
people
like
don't
that.
want like the super dark shit.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't give them that satisfaction of seeing Spider-Man get the girl at the end of the movie.
And that's not
Exactly.
even just like a reaction that like my sourpuss ass tries to upplay. Like I have heard that from a lot of people who like don't watch any new movies because like they think most stuff is superhero based. And
Yeah.
mostly that's it. Like that like they'd rather watch DVDs from 10 years ago or whatever.
No, that's 100% true. I think, following the Marvel universe for the last however many, 2011, I think, was the first Iron Man. And so it's now been 20 years since.
2011. No, brother, it was 2008. The
Oh,
first
that's
Iron
right.
Man.
The first Iron Man was 2008
Yeah,
because
it's been a long time.
So it's almost 20 years.
our math is horrendous.
It's 17,
Yeah.
right?
2008, yes, because it came out the same year that The Dark Knight came out. And
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Mhm. And so, yeah, man, it is very formulaic. And for me, like, I grew up on the comics and the cartoons, so, like, I like watching them and I like seeing the story that plays out. And I guess it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So when, like, it's like saying when you watch, like, The Lord of the Rings or anything, like, what's going to happen at the end, but, you just watch it for the journey. But lately, the journey has been getting more and more dull. And, like, the way that we're getting there is, like, but, like, She-Hulk is coming out and a bunch of, like, conservatives and even liberals are complaining, like, what is this show? But it's like, just don't watch it then.
Yeah. It's another cash grab because, like, it's true for the comic books. There's that criticism of like, oh, it's just the same Marvel movie over and over. But the excitement to it originally was like, oh, these are original comic books that were never like, they never saw any success into making them to a full-length feature film. Now there's like 40 of them, been going on for almost 20 years, as we said. So there's like there's an excitement to see the origin story play out on the big screen, but then it follows that formulaic like syllabus of like problem, solution, friendship.
I'd like to actually hear unbiased opinion, who we don't know. What do you give a fuck about Marvel at all?
Well, I personally do. I loved all the Avenger movies, and like I just think they're fun. Like, I don't go into like those movies thinking like I'm gonna learn something about life. I'm just in there like, I'm in there like, I remember when I saw like Avengers Endgame, dude, people were cheering, everyone was laughing. Like, I think it's just fun. It's not like deep thought, like, oh, like why isn't the bad guy winning? I was going in there, I had a lot of fun, and like, all my friends were there, and everybody was cheering. Dude, it was a good time.
We've all cried during one Marvel movie. That's for sure, though, right? So like as tacky and as like, you know, unoriginal those movies are, they do bring out the emotion of like, this is badass, or like, damn, I'm with Thanos. Damn, that sucks. I'm about to cry. I cried when he threw up that green chick off Gamora.
Oh, that was super sad.
I was like, damn, I know where Thanos is coming from.
But I think Leo hit it pretty spot on, where it's like these are fun movies that aren't going to change the way you see cinema, but cinematically it's a fun experience where you can just turn your brain off and forget how cruel reality can be sometimes.
Dude, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where like he says goodbye to that blue guy.
Oh, he's like, you may have been your daddy, but he was never your father.
Oh my
You're
god. That's a powerful scene.
That's a very powerful scene.
I'm about to cry just thinking about that scene.
Is there a movie that inspires you? Because I know Juan Legend is a big movie buff. You walked in here today saying you're literally the guy from Drive.
Okay.
You were
okay.
like, that's
You're like,
literally me.
Yeah, that's literally
I'm
me.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
It's literally
like,
me.
that's me.
I sit at the local Starbucks and just read, philosophy and
Yeah,
Marcus Aurelius and
stoic.
yeah. of
People
course.
ask me how to become the most interesting man in the room.
Yeah.
I keep my mouth shut and just watch.
Just light up a cigarette.
The smartest men
Walk
say
out.
less.
But if there's I mean, as far as like superhero fun movies,
Not even superhero fun movies. I'm just curious in
Like
what
movies
your
in
movie
general.
taste is. Yeah,
to be honest, I don't try to watch too many movies. I'd rather watch
try to read instead.
I'd rather watch shows. Like I'd rather catch shows.
Shows.
Just like
Like One
anything that I
Piece,
can turn off.
Attack on Titan.
That I can turn off like on a whim, and that I won't lose too much and have to restart. Like anything.
Big Bang Theory.
No.
Grey's Anatomy.
Scrubs.
No,
Gossip Girl.
That
That 70s Show.
No. That 70s Show when I was like fucking 15.
Vampire Diaries.
No, I've never watched any of these shows.
Teen Wolf 2.
No, nope.
The 100.
The Sweet Life
I've
of Zack
caught-
and Cody.
10 episodes of the 100.
I bet you did.
And then I was like, that was enough. Sweet Life, yeah.
Hey, that's a
of
deep
course.
cut though. Teen Wolf. I forgot about that show for a little bit.
Forgot about that show?
Yeah.
You know what? Some things that I caught like the bug for pretty hard. Glee.
Glee?
Bruh.
Glee?
You don't
And
get
you're
that though.
complaining about Marvel movies?
Bro.
And you're actively watching a cripple sing?
Bro.
First of all, actively, I haven't watched it in fucking 10 years. It was like a cult following between me and a bunch of friends.
I want to put a little pin in this because
Yeah.
you brought up Glee.
Yeah.
On Facebook you can bring out like memories from like so many years ago.
Yeah.
A friend of mine brought up one from like 12 years ago, and it was me like Caesar. We had him on the episode
Caesar.
a couple weeks ago with
Yeah.
the Lord of the Rings,
Episode 49.
and since like Juan over here, I loved Glee. And Caesar would make fun of me so much. Like I was in football.
You're gay too?
I was in football and we were big and strong. And
In
like,
wrestling.
wrestlers just singing about,
Dude,
I mean-
we fucking watched it together as like a group of like 5 of us.
Glee
And-
smacks, dude.
And we would like get together on Wednesdays, play that shit and eat pizza.
And like the most embarrassing thing though was like that Facebook memory popped up. It was like me like, yeah, I watched Glee last night. It was great. Like criticizing Caesar. And then you look through the comments, it's like, what, did you dream about singing in your dreams or some shit? You
Is
know?
it, aren't they like all
God.
pedophiles though now or something?
The what?
Yeah. Did you guys talk about the cute boys at school too?
The key boys in school. No.
God, it would have been less gay if you were like, we all watched porn and jacked off together.
No, that's
That would have been much less gay.
Bro, we had
No, I
our
disagree.
we had our head in the game.
Highly disagree.
Gotta get your head in
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah, we were ahead of the curve, guys. Like
What curve? It never caught on. There hasn't been singing show since. Name one rom-com.
High School
show.
Musical.
No, that's a
There-
movie.
That was before the...
No, like now there's like big shows that have to do with High School Musical right now.
Okay, High School Musical did come back for the
it came
Disney.
back as a show. Yeah.
It came back for the Disney streaming service, but like, I mean, come on, man.
I mean, it's not as big as Glee, but like
The only thing that I can think of is like that lip singing battles that celebrities do. But that's not even a TV show. That's just
No.
like
That's a whole genre.
exactly.
Yeah.
The last time they had
Y'all are getting too hung up on Glee, though. Let me keep going. I mean, The
What
Office.
do you mean, Glee, bro?
The Office, you know?
I'm tired of talking about The Office. Fuck The Office, dude.
What do you mean? The Office is classic.
Let's go back to Glee, bro. First off, that one chick.
New Girl?
New Girl's great.
Oh,
How
New
dare
Girl's
you.
great, but Glee
It
is lame.
is. There's some good
Shut
writing
the
in
fuck
that.
up.
Those are my two types of ladies, right?
Yeah.
Either A, that like
King of the Hill.
that traditional like Zoe Deschanel bangs and like
Oh, and
like
then-
down to earth female, or B, like that like you can't tell if like they're a dude or a female and they're like very like goth and like they hate the world. They're like
Who the fuck was that one?
How are those your two options?
those are like the two types that I'm attracted to.
A super girly, dorky girl, like, oh, can you help me to my locker?
Yeah.
Or a girl's gonna fuck you in the ass.
Those
are your two options.
Those are like my meter. This is the Fuji scale right here, the Funari scale or whatever they call that. What's that called?
This is why I think you should just come out.
now hold on there, now hold on, folks.
Hey, bro, you already admitted to watching Glee. So.
What the hell? I'm just
Man, I
cultured.
find that so interesting. Those are your two options.
Isn't that everybody's two options though? Have a down to earth like. What are you shaking your head? No.
No, those are not my options.
Leo, those are your two options, yes or no? A super girly girl or a goth girl who looks like a man. So be Ruby Rose, right? Yeah.
Wow, that's a really good. Yeah, I guess so. Or Ruby Riot.
Who's Ruby Rose?
She was Batgirl recently. She got a lot of fame a couple years ago because she looks like a man. And it was like, oh my God, when you're lesbian for Ruby Rose. You guys remember this?
Or Brie Larson, I guess.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, but she was one from Orange is the New Black.
Okay.
That's where she's from.
All right. I'm gonna have to look her up.
Yeah, essentially.
I don't know, just to get the reference, you know.
I mean, that's just common sense, though. That's the right way to do it.
I mean,
Biblically speaking, I'm a holy man. And a horny man. Come on now, folks. This is comedy.
And that's why people listen to the show, so that we can hear Phil's thoughts on women. Going forward, we are uploading much more. The promise was kept. We're way more active. We're recording a bunch of shit. Part 1 of the peach video.
Peaches.
The baked brie is already up. And then
Peaches.
next week, or by the time you're listening to this on a Tuesday, part 2 will be up, and you'll get to see the winner and all the dishes that other people made. As Phil alluded to, we're going to be doing Sober October and doing some challenges. I'm thinking maybe some physical challenges starting.
We should do push-ups or sit-ups or something like that.
Yeah, do pull-ups, push-ups, squats.
Oh, wait, what the hell? Wait,
I mean, that's the most fair.
We're
And
going to do a full body workout?
Not full body.
Because I just injured my goddamn back.
We'll take turns fucking each other.
Or how many sit-ups you can do, leg lifts.
Yeah, and then compare your growth to the end of the month.
All right, well, so
Do it on video. That way we can track it, you know?
Exactly.
each body part.
Maybe
that we could do that.
catch yourself doing as many push-ups in a row with clean
And not
form.
fucking Dr. Oz, Mark Wahlberg, half push-ups. I'm talking go to the floor, 2 seconds, up.
Ass to grass.
Yeah, ass to grass squats.
Yeah.
And then checking your progression by the end of the month.
Yeah.
And then I think whoever loses has to do some sort of punishment.
Hot chip challenge.
I think
we should all do the hot chip challenge
We should
in
all.
general.
hot chips.
And we'll talk about that. We're going to do the hot chip challenge.
We're going to be doing a hot chip challenge. I think we should do it once we get done with our Sober October as a celebratory thing.
I disagree. I think we should do it now.
Right now?
I think we should do it today. I bought 3 and they're in the kitchen anyway.
No, we should prep a little bit for it, no? Bring
This
it in
is hot
here or
chips.
Let's do it raw.
Let's do it raw. Folks,
We're doing it live.
we're doing it right now. All right. You talked me into it, you son of a bitch.
I don't have it with
Oh,
me.
my God. Thank God.
You look so sad for a second. Juan was looking like, fuck, are we going to do this?
something. I was ready, man.
We will. You know what? Next challenge we will do would be the hot chip challenge.
I have work tonight, and I was ready to go to work. It's just like,
Yeah, we got to plan it a day where you're not working because you're going to have intensive diarrhea afterwards. I mean, this is going to
you
clear
are.
you out.
You're going to have to buy some Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah.
damn.
Some Tums.
And wet wipes.
I don't need that shit
Yeah.
over here.
So, yeah, we're going to do a bunch of cool stuff going forward. Leo, first episode. How do you feel?
It was a good experience. Hopefully in the future, I'll be on more. Thank you guys.
Oh yeah, this is our super producer. Welcome to the family.
We're
This
gonna
is
get
Bro
him his
Tastes
own
Nation.
mic.
Welcome to the family.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna.
Yeah, that's a hot chip right there. We're gonna
Yeah.
be eating. So like for the let's get more into the Sober October challenge. I love this.
Yeah.
We're gonna be you're gonna be doing 90 days sober over here.
I'm
right?
doing 90 days sober already, but I
Mhm.
want to do something more difficult during like October. I probably do like a mile run every single day, or like some challenge that I will like increment and really test myself.
Nice.
It's been a while since I've really pushed my body to the limit.
You know what? I like.
Trying to
I like
see what
that.
I'm made of.
I'm gonna try to push my mental strength.
We should do
this
like
this
some
month.
like an hour of meditation a day or something,
Mhm.
like really push
An
ourselves.
hour.
Dude, really get in
An
touch.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let those demons come to the surface.
You
They're
can-
just scratching at the door. Fucking open the door. Just let them take over for,
Yeah.
it's like a
Alright.
barrel's a monkey.
what are you hiding?
It's not hiding anything. I'm just saying it's like somebody coming out and being like, let's just run 15 miles a day.
That's
You know?
that's the kind of guys I
don't-
want to be on.
I don't think you're respecting what an hour of meditation looks like,
I don't think you're respecting what I look like, because I'm literally him from Drive.
Okay.
Dude, you're
know what I
not
mean?
you're in a whole different frequency.
Yeah.
Dude, I just
Yeah.
you don't get it.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't usually
It
know
takes
how
levels.
to.
It takes levels.
Yeah, my
you're,
bad, bro.
You're on level 1, but we'll get you up there.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
we'll start you off with like 15 minutes of meditation.
Thank you.
And then we'll
No.
get some ayahuasca.
You gotta send me your Hustlers University link, bro.
Mhm.
I'm the top G.
Top
Yeah, I
G.
know, bro. That's why I'm asking.
Hey, we'll show you how to be the
It's-
most interesting man in the room.
It's not a pyramid scheme.
No.
It's a community.
No, I know.
It's a community. I happen to be at the top, but it's a community.
Dude,
It's a lifestyle.
No, it's basically like a masterclass group. No, dude, it's genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, just entrepreneurs after entrepreneurs.
Bro, I'm just saying, do you want to live the life you live now, or do you want to be better?
I mean, I want that Bugatti, bro. What do I gotta do? Whose dick do I gotta suck?
Well, what are you gonna do for October then? I mean,
Yeah,
if-
what are you
what
going
are
to
you
challenge
gonna do?
yourself with?
I mean, we're doing.
That's not enough.
What
are you gonna
We're
challenge
all
yourself
doing that, but what are you
Yeah,
gonna
what-
bring to
What
the
are
table?
you going to challenge yourself
What are
with?
What are
gonna
you
bring?
bringing?
M-
You were bringing the same thing, the workouts.
Bringing the mental stability to it. Luis has got to.
Sorry, when I think of mental stability, I don't think of you.
Nah, hold on, Larry. Nah, hold on, Larry. Luis brought up a good point about the physical challenge, about
Yeah.
recording our progress from
We
the
should definitely
beginning of the
challenge
month.
yourself physically.
How about this?
Through
How about for a
PRs.
challenge for you, Phil? I
Hmm.
challenge that your house looks and your car look a little bit more livable than they currently do now.
livable?
Yeah.
I don't even live in my goddamn
Uh,
car.
Like I challenge your house to not see like 15 code violations the moment I walk in.
Personal attacking now.
No, hold on there. The VYV South Studio is under construction, remodeling at the moment.
Exactly. There's
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got some big pieces moving here in
exactly,
a couple of months here.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
there's some loose wires, there's some black mold, and there's some electrical
A lot of black
pods
mold, a lot of
that
black
can
mold.
cause a fire.
What do you want to challenge Juan?
Yeah.
I think what you need to, since I'm coming from a mental point of view, he's coming from a physical point of view. You need to come from an emotional point of view.
Yeah.
I think this month of October, you don't say no for the whole month. You say yes to every single thing,
I like that.
and you be more honest to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You come from the emotional point of view.
Yeah.
I need to strengthen my mental because, like, another thing with me is those Burger King fucking egg muffins. Those get me every. Oh my god! I swear, I was good. It was like once a week, and then none, and then they going back to 2. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit that 3. I'm gonna hit that Friday coming up here too. But mentally, that's what I need to work on.
I like that. I
Okay.
like that.
Mm-hmm. Self awareness,
How
brothers.
does sobriety work while saying yes to everything?
What do you mean?
Because I'm gonna be doing sober October.
That doesn't mean you have to say yes to drugs
Yeah, respect
Okay.
or
that.
alcohol.
Okay.
If someone says that, like, oh hey, let's plan a coup. You're like, sure,
Sure.
yeah.
Let's rob a bank.
Intellectually,
Let's rob a bank.
That's our wheel zone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go join the Westboro Church and
Fair.
yell at dead veterans.
Does that mean that you're gonna keep the clean car, clean home?
As part of my mental,
Challenge?
yeah. You know
Yeah.
what? That works perfect with my mentalness because that is a structure, and structures like felons, like we talked about last week.
Does that mean no more Parmesan in your AC compartment?
No. That's emergency Parmesan, and
Can't get rid of that.
No more black mold on the car carpets?
it's pronounced Parmesan.
Parmesan Reggiano.
It's pecorino.
Pecorino.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you all next week.